If you go on to enjoy the video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. It does really help me out a lot. And if you're into Funko Pops, I've just started a brand new channel dedicated to them. The link for that can be found in the description. And beat the random lottery that is FIFA points by buying the coins direct from u7buy.com. Use code TVM at checkout for a 5% discount, or if you're a new customer, get 8% discount. The link is down below. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to a brand new video. If you saw my, I think it might have been Coop Miners yesterday. Maybe, maybe not, I can't remember. Either way, I did mention that I was doing a Ryan Giggs review. Why? Well, because he came out of a Prime Icon pack, and I thought maybe it would be a good idea just to do it, because there wasn't an awful lot else going on. You know, no promo for 2 weeks. There is, I wouldn't say a lack of content, but at the same time, might as well do it right. I said in that video that Giggs has something that not many other cards have, and what I meant by that was he means a little bit more to me, personally, than, say, for instance, a Garrincha. Now, I'm not saying that he's better than Garrincha, because obviously that's not true. Garrincha is a better card. And I'm sure there's plenty of other cards out there that are better than Ryan Giggs, because he's not a particularly great icon. However, I didn't grow up watching Garrincha. I know absolutely nothing about that guy whatsoever, only from what I've seen in videos. Same with Puskas, for example, right? I've seen the odd video of him, and I know roughly what was going on, but I never really watched him week in, week out. Ryan Giggs was a player through the 90s that I watched every single week, whether it be on Match of the Day, whether it be when Man United were playing. I'm not a Man United fan, by the way. I am Welsh, but I don't have like an attachment to him, because he was quite crap when he was with Wales, because he just never played for us, and he always made an excuse. I think it was Alex Ferguson, but anyway, that's for a different video. I like this player because I know exactly what he did in real life, and I think it's going to be the same for a lot of people. For example, Dennis Bergkamp is one of my favourite players of all time. In FIFA, not very good. However, because I love him in real life, he's fantastic in FIFA, because all I do is try and play exactly the same way as I would watch him, and that's exactly what I was doing with Giggs. Giggs scored one of the best goals I've ever seen, actually, against Arsenal in an FA Cup game back in the late 90s. And all I kept doing in this review was trying to recreate it. Pick up the ball in my own half, run, and try and get into the opposing penalty area and either lay it off or score. Of course, he scored. He smashed it past David Seaman. But either way, that's all I kept doing, and that is why I had a lot of fun. And that is kind of one of the things in FIFA I've always loved doing, picking up players that I like watching in real life and just trying to do what they did in real life. Back in FIFA 14, I know you're watching this thinking, hang on a minute, I'm here to find out if Giggs is good or not. I will get to that. It's just, you know, we might as well have a little chat while we're here, because there's not an awful lot to talk about Ryan Giggs. But back in FIFA 14, Jean-Arne Riise, I think it was his last card. I think he was at Fulham, maybe. Was it Fulham or Roma? Either way, he was in the game. He was a silver. He wasn't very good. However, one of my favourite cards that year was that silver Riise, because all I kept doing was trying to run the length of the field with him, get to the edge of the area and smash it. And every time I actually managed to score a goal with him, it just felt so much better than scoring 500 goals with another player. I could take Cruyff, for example, although Cruyff's a little bit different because I do really like Cruyff as well, but I could take a player that I like, Garrincha, for example, again. I could take Garrincha and score 17 different goals with him, all running the length of the field, skilling everyone in sight, and score one goal with Riise, and I would take far more satisfaction with the goal from Riise than I would from all those goals with Garrincha. Why? Because I actually have an emotional attachment to Riise, and it's almost the same with Ryan Giggs as well. I don't necessarily have an emotional attachment to him in the sense of I liked him in real life, but I enjoyed watching him. I didn't like the club he played for. He annoyed me when he played for Wales, if he ever did play for Wales, but at the same time, he was good. And I really like watching him run the length of the field, take people on and just dribble. And that's exactly what I was doing in this game. His stats in-game, we're what, 5 minutes into this video, maybe longer, and I'm only now just starting to actually talk about the card. His stats in-game are okay. They're nothing like special. He's got a 3-star skills, 2-star weak foot, which is absolutely appalling. I think he should have, I mean, 3-star weak foot I would say is probably fair, but 2-star, okay, we'll let it go. He should have 4-star skills. I'm sorry, but Giggs, like, in terms of like skill moves, yeah, okay, he never really did any. But then neither does Messi. Messi just dribbles. The ball sticks to his foot. He has 4-star skills. He should have 5-star, in my opinion. That's Messi, not Giggs. Giggs should have 4-star. It doesn't matter. Either way. High medium work rate's very good, lean body type fantastic, good acceleration, very good dribbling and ball control as you would imagine, very good passing. The rest of the card is just not that good at all. No shot power, no long shot ability, which I find ridiculous. His free kicks should be better than 83, but they're not. His crossing is very good, and it does actually come across like that in game as well. He played off-chem as a left wing back the entire game. Is that a position Giggs was familiar with in real life? Not really. But when it comes to FIFA, obviously things are a little bit different. You can go from back to front very, very quickly. And he was very good in that position. Great delivery into the area there. Great goal from Johan Cruyff. And it was a lot of fun to score that goal. It was different. You know, you don't score those type of goals very often. You know, it's normally like a cutback or something. But in that instance, you don't score that very often. So it was a little bit more, I don't know, just looked a little bit better. This card's really fun to dribble with, and obviously if you didn't watch Giggs growing up, or maybe you're too young to have watched Giggs growing up, you don't really care too much, this card in game is going to be trash. It is going to be like any other 84, 85 rated card with decent dribbling and okay pace. There's almost no point picking it up. However, if you're a Man United fan, or you just like Giggs in real life, this card is going to be a lot of fun to use. I don't think he's particularly great in game. He can dribble, sure, he's not the slowest player in the world, he's got some decent pace to him. His crossing is very good, but his stamina seems to drain very, very fast. I think that's probably the position that we had him in. His strength and aggression are laughable. His long shots and shot power not very good at all. In terms of agility and balance, it could definitely be improved. It's not really there. The skill moves and weak foot, highly irritating. And the fact that in front of goal he's not particularly great, but I still had a lot of fun with him. It's just one of those, you know, if you enjoy watching a player in real life, you will enjoy him in game. Like, without a shadow of a doubt. You know, Trezeguet is known as one of the worst icons. Inzaghi is I think he's known as the worst icon. I think people dislike packing him over Nakata. But if you like watching him in real life, I guarantee you will have fun playing with him. And that's just sort of an underlying message that people seem to have lost within FIFA. If you enjoy watching a player in real life, pick up their card, regardless of what their stats are, and just go into a few friendly games and play with him. And you'll enjoy yourself, because all you're trying to do is what he does in real life. If you pick up Beckham, for example, all you're going to do is try and rake the ball 70 yards. Every time it works, you're thinking, oh my god, this card is fantastic. Every time you pick the ball up with Giggs and try and run the length of the field, and you take on 3 or 4 people, you feel a sense of achievement, and you think, oh, that was awesome, I really enjoyed that. Try it, not necessarily with Giggs, but with anyone. In terms of value for coins, he's not actually that bad. I mean, he's about 250, 300k. It is more, it's too much to pay for this card. It's more than I would pay on the open market, but at the same time, it's the price you pay for a prime icon. Unfortunately, if you're not a fan of him in real life, you're not going to like him in game, and there's only so much you can do with him. They've not really given him a great card. It's the same every year, but it's that nostalgia feeling, the feeling of watching him grow up and stuff like that. So yeah, fun for those who like him, not so much for those who didn't. Let me know of a card that you use constantly or every now and again for a laugh in the comments that maybe isn't very good, but you enjoyed watching them growing up. It'd be interesting to see your replies. If you have enjoyed this review and you want to see more of this type of thing, which just players I enjoy watching in real life rather than their ability in game, let me know in the comments and by hitting the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, of course, and until the next time, goodbye.